Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of how my old church school teacher tried getting married with me. But before I get started, if you guys are new, my name's Lupita, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and also don't forget to like and comment down below. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick background. So I was 12 years old when this happened. Okay, so if your parents are Catholic, you know your mom and your dad want you to go to church school, and you have to go do your first communion and your confirmation. And so this church school thing is like every week, and I think it's once a week. I don't really remember. I think it was once a week. And so I had to go do that. I went with my brother. I had the same class as my brother, and my brother has autism and schizophrenia. And I have to say this because this plays a big role in this story. Well, basically he has schizophrenia and autism, and what that is that he thinks as a 5-year-old. Although he was like 14 then, he thought as a 5-year-old, so it was kind of difficult for him to learn some stuff. So my mom would like always be like questioning the teacher about stuff and talking to the teachers and stuff. And then like I had to be in his class because I had to help him like with some certain stuff. So yeah, so keep that in mind. So basically what happened was so my teacher, like my mom and my dad like got like real like cool with the church school teacher. And like they invited him to the party for the confirmation, like because you know like Mexican people, like when it comes to like the first communion, confirmation and stuff like that, they throw big parties. Like that's like with everything though, like they throw big parties for everything. Well, that's how my mom is. Anyways, so that happened. And so he came over, like he was there for the party. And he went, so this teacher, I'm gonna give him a name. His name's gonna be Tim. So Tim, like he went home, and then everything happened. So I like keep in mind I was already done with confirmation and with the first communion. So then he comes again. I think it was like a week after, and he like came to take me and my brother shopping for like our first communion thing. So he took us shopping, and my sister went with us, and my older brother. I think my older brother went. I don't know, but they came with us. And they came with us because, like, you know, they weren't going to leave me alone with that old dude, no. So they came with me, and so we went shopping. And then when like we got home, we realized that he bought me more stuff than my brother. And my sister was like joking around. She's like, oh, he likes you. And I was like, no. But like we didn't like really think of it like that he liked me. We were just joking around. We were like, oh yeah, he likes you. Like I was like, no, that's weird, that's old. No, no. So then so then again he comes like a week after again. And this time he comes and he brings like beers to our house. And my dad doesn't really drink, so like my dad was like I think he drank like one or like barely anything, because like my dad does, like honestly he doesn't drink. So he got drunk. And my grandpa, like he got to our house. He isn't really my grandpa, but that's like another story I could tell you guys for my next video. But so basically he showed up, and he was like, he was like, oh, like who, like he introduced himself and whatever. And then like Tim introduced himself too, and he told him how he was a church school teacher. And then my grandpa was like, wait, you're a church school teacher? Then why are you drinking? Like if my kid's church school teacher went to my house and drank, that would have been like, what are you doing? Like, no. Okay, so that happened. And so like my grandpa, like he took him away from my dad, and he was like, oh, I need to talk to you, like let's talk, I need to have a serious church talk with you. Like because my grandpa is really Catholic. He was like, come on, I need to talk to you. And I feel like my grandpa, honestly, like he noticed his bad vibe. So like I feel like that's why he wanted to talk to him. So he took him away. And then like he took him like to our next door house, because like I guess like he was like real mad. And they were like yelling at each other. Like we could literally hear them like yelling at each other. And then my grandpa told my mom and my dad that he was like, that why was he like at our house. And my mom and my dad were like, oh, like he's just tripping. Like my grandpa was tripping. So that happened. And then once again, he comes again, like I think it was like a week after. He comes again with a beer packet, and this time he gets drunk, like drunk, too, but not that much. They're having like a full-on conversation. Well, he first calls my mom. He calls my mom, and she's like, she goes, and then cause I guess he's like, oh, I need to tell you guys something really important. And so like they come, and then they're like, what? Like what? And he tells them, oh, I want to marry your daughter. And my dad was like, what the fuck? Like, no. And my mom was like, no, like, hell no. Like, because my mom was like, no, no, no. Like, that's a big no. My mom's like that. Like, she's like, no. And she runs at the house and she tells me and my sister, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, no. Ew. And, like, honestly, I feel so gross. I was 12 years old, guys. 12. This dude was, like, 50 years old. Like, he was old. Old. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh my god, no wonder he was buying me stuff. Like, no wonder he was buying me more than my brother. I was like, oh my god, that's so gross. But even then, since church school, like, I thought he was a weirdo. Like, I remember he freaking got one of these girls in trouble because they were wearing a skirt, and their mom came in and yelled at him. But, yeah. Like, he was weird. And so that happened, and so like I was like, ew, no. And then my dad, like, he's like, so he doesn't tell him anything. Like, he just like stays there and keeps talking to him. Like, he like ignores the fact that he wanted to marry me. But I was like, oh hell no, why is my dad still talking to him? So me, being a young independent little 12-year-old, walks out of the house and tells him to leave. Like, I honestly, like, I walked out there, like, I felt like I was like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like, what if he would have freaking got me and carried me and ran away with me? I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. But I was like, you know what? Like, this is exactly what I said. I remember exactly what I said, but I said it in Spanish, okay? So I was like, you're disgusting. Get out of my house. That's what I said. And I remember he walked out with his beers. He carried his beers, and he's like, why are you mad? And I'm like, really? Why am I mad? I'm 12 years old and you're asking my parents to marry me. Like, boy, my dad and my mom are not going to say anything, so somebody has to do something about it. So that was going to be me. Okay, more of the story. Don't trust just anybody to go into your house. Like, honestly, like, that was like the worst thing my parents could ever do. Like, my parents are too nice. That's the big problem with them. Like, it's terrible. Like, it's dumb how nice they are. And so yeah, so don't just trust anybody to go into your house, guys. So if you guys like this video and would like to see more story times, because honestly I have so many, maybe for my next video I would be telling you guys a story time of how I almost got kidnapped. So stay tuned, guys. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye.